So YouTube today decided that they were going to do something new for the betterment of the platform. And they decided to get rid of the verification check mark. They wanted to get rid of the check mark and turn it more into a verification banner. They say they wanted to do this in order to help people easily or more easily identify if a channel is verified or not, if they are legit, if they are not. And their argument for this is that there's a lot of impersonation channels that apparently have cleared 100,000 subs, and so therefore there was no verification needed in order to give them a verification check mark. No one who's been verified believes that in the damn slightest, because it's not like it's an easy thing to get. There is 100,000 subscriber requirement in order to even be considered for it. And in many cases, you have to go through a third party. When I was originally verified, I went through my MCN. They told me that, yeah, once you get to 100,000 subs, let us know and we'll put in the verification request. Okay, cool. I hit 100K. I sent it off to them. I was verified about 3 days later. Bam, done. I recently changed my name. I dropped Mundane Matt. I brought it over to Matt Jarbo, and then I went to them to request verification again, and they were like, "Ooh, yeah, no, we can't we can't verify you because your name is not, like, I don't know, common, or it's not uncommon." I don't know anyone else with the last name Jarbo, but there's a high-end women's fashion line that is called Jarbo that they thought there could have been some brand confusion. So I sent them my documentation, my business documentation, all of my info, and they were like, "Oh, okay, that's sufficient. There you go. You're a proof of verification because you verified your own existence as a business, as a brand, and that is fine with us." And then today I get the notification that I'm losing it. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me at all. Like, it's fun to have, but you don't get any value off of it, right? There's this weird belief that if you're verified on YouTube, you get special treatment. You have access to different tools and things. You actually don't get anything. There's nothing there that you get at all outside of, I think, being able to identify other people who are verified. And that's really about it. It does help YouTubers see which other channels are not fake, to see which other channels are not impersonation, because guess what? It happens. It happens a lot. Cloning of these channels happens. And by YouTube going out and doing away with this in the way that they've done it, is actually going to open the door for more people to be impersonated. And so really it's a bad decision, and not one content creator is really for this, right? Some are more, maybe, let's say, apathetic versus others who are outright pissed. Because when you hit that 100K, yes, you do get a silver play button. Well, you used to be able to get a silver play button regardless of hitting 100K or not, but now they want to make sure that your content is worthy of a silver play button. And even then, that is entirely up to whoever is the person who is looking over your account. You have no way of knowing who exactly is looking at your information and whether or not they find your channel to be good or bad, or what their bias is or not. You have no way of knowing anything. And that, unfortunately, is the way that YouTube is going to be approaching this. Now, I do have a theory about this. And what that theory is ultimately is that they're doing this very similarly to how they handle the demonetization. So what we refer to as demonetization on YouTube effectively is only a name. What it really is limited ads, and that is the yellow $ marker. I'm sure you've seen many people talk about it over the course of the past 25 months, because that is August of 2017 when they implemented that feature. Now, what that was the algorithm decided to look through pretty much every channel and start limited ads everything. And through that, you would have to then appeal in order to get ads on your video. It takes about 48 hours. In the beginning, it did take 48 hours. Nowadays, it can be anywhere from like almost instantaneously to quite literally 48 hours. It is such a weird, broad margin. And when you cover current events, my God, it hurts you more often than not. But the way the system works is that the more you appeal it, the more the system learns they can trust you, and the more they're likely to automatically approve your videos for monetization or very quickly approve your videos for monetization. The idea here essentially is that everyone, or at least a large majority of people, were hit, maybe in certain communities more so than others, but they were hit, and then everyone went through the same process. This feels identical to that. But the thing is, you can't multi-appeal this particular decision. You can appeal it, and when you appeal it, they want you to, and they actually have the very similar, they have a very similar approach to it that Twitter had when they had their verification application. You give them your name, right? They don't want your driver's license. Twitter wanted your driver's license, but for verification. But they want relevant articles written about you because they want to make sure that you are known and have a strong online presence off of YouTube. This is the second most used website on the planet. If you've got a strong presence here, who in the fuck cares about what might happen on another damn platform, right? If this is the second most used website, Facebook, then YouTube. It's the second most used search engine, Google, then YouTube. This is in the top 1% of websites, right? It's like literally ridiculous to sit there and say, well, if you're verified, it's so dumb. It's such a poorly thought out process and a poorly thought out scenario. And their whole reasoning behind it is, oh, we've conducted our research into this. No, you haven't. What it is that people, homegrown talent that's verified through the platform, homegrown talent likes it because they put in the work, and it's a way to differentiate them from other people who might be trying to clone their stuff, which happens all the time. This happens all the time because what did you do? Oh, you implemented an automatic copyright feature where you can sit there and basically auto DMCA strike down content that whole cloth re-uploads your stuff or uses a vast majority of it that is determined via the algorithmic bot. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people got hit with a lot of DMCA strikes, because you were trying to simplify the process for channels that were qualified to have that process. Or to, I think in the new channel, in the new Creator Studio beta, that might have been opened, I think maybe to everyone. I could be wrong, but it's definitely something that's there. You guys want to simplify everything. This isn't simplifying things. This is taking something away. While it is more vanity than anything else, and I'll be the first to admit that it's vanity. It's nice to have it. That way, when I go to someone's live stream, and if I comment, people go, "Oh, it's really Matt." And they see my name, they see the check mark, they know exactly who I am, and so they know that it's me, and so there's no confusion. Oh, are you really Matt Jarbo? Yeah, I'm really Matt Jarbo. Oh, well, this is how it's known. And honestly, they should verify more people. This is what I want to say. They should verify more people. Twitter actually talked about this a couple years ago, where Jack Dorsey was kind of saying that they're in a position where they might have to start verifying everybody. And that's because it's so easy to create an account and to clone someone's profile and to clone something else. And then if you're commenting on other videos, a lot of people aren't going to see it. Now, you can get certain extensions on Chrome or on Firefox that would allow you to see the subscriber count next to the person in the comment section. But since most people now watch from mobile devices, they're not actually being able to see whether or not that comment is from that person unless they click on that account. And they may not click on that account. They may not do it. They might just automatically assume or screenshot it or spread it around. There's been people who've impersonated me multiple times where I've had to sit there and showcase that I have the check mark to show that it's me. And this is one of that is one of the downsides to it. So, at the end of the day, again, it's not like it's something that I do believe is useful for a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. I think their way of handling it is exceptionally stupid. And I think that there's going to be enough pushback on this to where I think they might amend their policy. But what it does feel like they're doing now is they're not allowing anyone to request verification. They're going to somehow systematically determine whether or not a channel is worthy of it, regardless of size. And that to me makes no damn sense. What is the criteria for how your system is going to determine it? And there's a guy I know, Barnacles, 900,000 subs or somewhere up in that area, definitely closer to a mil than a lot of other people. He was de-verified. This Barnacles, man. And he was de-verified. But Chris Ray-Gun wasn't. And Chris Ray-Gun has far fewer subs than Barnacles. And so it's, who knows how their system plays out? Who knows how the system's playing out? It just doesn't make any sense. That's the thing I think that's really confusing a lot of people is nothing about it makes any sense. And then again, but that's YouTube in a nutshell, right? It's weird. Over the last few months, I've been looking at the platform. As much as I love the platform, I love a lot of stuff about it. I'm finding it changing in ways that maybe I just don't see a reason for. I don't see a valid reason for. I've spoken with their product team when I was at VidCon. I've asked them questions. These people they don't, everything is compartmentalized, right? No department talks to one another. And so that's why they had a product bar at VidCon in order for these particular departments to meet with YouTubers individually, all in the same place in close proximity to kind of learn from each other and talk to one another. And if that's where they conducted their research, then that's a failed ass experiment. And oh dear God. But anyway, yeah, again, if I lose it, I don't really care. Not going to be the end of my life. It was fun while it lasted. Oh, well, you know what? Screw it. It's YouTube. At this point, who knows where we're all going to be in a year? Quite frankly, I've become so damn apathetic towards this platform today that I don't even really give a shit anymore. So there's that, but I am curious to know your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think this is a good thing, a bad thing? I mean, a lot of you out there probably aren't even going to care at all, but you're going to hear a lot of people bitching about this over the course of the next 5 weeks or so. So yeah, get ready for that one. But all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day and peace out.